Doolan, how much have we seen the fine margins of football today? You've lost 3-1. I'm sure there'll be at least part of you wondering what might have been.
Yeah, well, there is, because anyone that was here today will see that. They've gone top of the league, haven't they? They're a good side. They do and play the way they play. They do it really well. Just disappointed, obviously, come from certain bits of the game. But in terms of how we played and went about it, we done really well against a good side.
You had chances first half, probably the best chances of the first half. Does it go without saying that if one of those goes in, it's a different prospect?
Well, I said that at half time. I said you just got to reward yourself, because there was some nice little bits of football that we played. We went long when we had to go long, and we picked up first and second contacts. We got the ball wide into good areas, and Isaac Heath does what he does. Charlie Brown does what he does. Charlie Brown's put some really good balls in the box. Lads have got on the end of them, and then Isaac Heath's got his what he does in terms of beating his man, picking people out, and we've had opportunities, and the keeper's made some really good saves from them in the first half, and we should be going in and goals up, but we didn't. But I just said, show more out in the second half, go and reward yourselves, with the quality in the final third, if we can.
As it turns out, all the goals in the game came in the last half an hour. You conceded from a corner. I know that Walsall's set pieces are something that have been emphasised and talked about and examined. How hard to take is it to concede from one when you've been working on it and you're well aware of it?
Well, it is, because we've defended them so well. That's what they play. They play for territory, put the ball wide. When they do go long and the ball goes out for throw-ins and long throw, and the balls come in your box, or the free kick of the balls come in your box. So the corner that they did get, we've defended them, as I said, in the first half really well, and it's just an individual duel. Whether there's boxing there, I don't know. I would have to see it again. But Aidan Flint's been doing that all his career. He's been a top player, hasn't he? And he's dropped down the leagues now, and he's 6'6", and Devon's 6'3", maybe, whatever he is, 6'2". So it's an individual duel where he's out jumped him on the back post. So you'd have to analyse it, but it is disappointing to do that, to concede from there. And then also the next one's it's a free kick. So the ball comes in the box, and you can question whether Ollie can catch it, but he's punched it. He's made a decision to punch it. He's punched it out of his box, which was a good punch. And then it's a second, phase. So it's can you pick the next contact up? It comes to Cromley, Cromley who they brought on, and he's just helped it back in the box. And I think maybe who fell to him. His teammate Josh Smith, I think, if I'm thinking right, and then he's just put a ball back in an area which is like becoming a third phase, if you like, and Aaron Presley's on the goal line just to knock it in. So disappointing from two set plays to do that, but then response out the lads, to carry on going, and then we're going to go for it, and we showed more qualities of getting the ball wide. He played some really nice stuff to get it wide, and then put some good balls in the box, and Charlie Brown's put a great ball in the box, and Charlie Gayton's got on the end of it to make it 2-1. And from there you think, we'll go on with it in the ascendancy, definitely now. We want to go and get an equaliser. So the third goal was just, it's one of them. They've hit you on the counter-attack. They brought a Domer on, and they brought Jamil Matt on, and they brought Comley on. They're all good players. They're all experienced players. So, again, the ball's gone in the box from us, trying to score a goal to get an equaliser. The ball's popped out from first contact, we don't win. Second contact, we should pick up. We don't do that. Coyley, we just had a chat about in there, saying maybe he doesn't make that decision, but he wants to try and get on and win it, and try and get us back in the box, the ball in the box, that is. And he sort of gets everything wrong, type of thing, him and Isaac Heath. And then, the dome was sort of clean through, and, done a quality finish, hasn't
he? Just on that last goal, you'd never want to concede, but do you mind less because you were going for it and you were pouring forward?
That is exactly it. So I just said to the lads in there, I said, listen, disappointed, you didn't deserve that. You played well, you should have got, and we should have got something out of the game. We didn't. The scoreline suggests like it was a walkover. You can look at all the stats, and you only look at the stats when you get beaten. The stats told me what I actually seen. So we've done really well. And the third goal, I said to the lads in the dressing room, I said, it doesn't bother me. You can dissect it. I don't really care about it because we're trying to get an equaliser. I just wish that would have showed the quality finishes that we have shown in previous weeks to go in ahead at half time.
No Tyler Walton today. I know you said you were assessing him yesterday. What's the prognosis?
Just he turned his ankle last week. I haven't even seen the incident, to be honest, so I'll have to have a look at it again. So he's just in a boot precautionally, but he wasn't ready for today, that's for sure.
just that top end of the pitch with what's happened with Kelsey Mooney, with Walton now, with Sean Worley not being available to you, that's a lot of emphasis on people like Woods and Caton. Is it encouraging that Caton's got another goal today?
It is, it has to be. So you got to get your goals from all over the place, Dan, all the positions. So the two forwards you just spoke about, Alex Henderson, when he comes on, he can score goals, and he's proved that in the past. Isaac Sinclair has scored 2 goals, 2 out of 2. So the emphasis is on the other players, but they've got to produce. That's the job. The forwards have got to score goals, and Charlie Caton, again, he's in the right area, and he's scored a great goal from a great ball of Charlie Brown.
But I guess it goes without saying, you'll want that competition, you'll want Worley and Walton back as soon as possible.
Yeah, well, that's it. You can only go day to day with them, so we'll dissect this game, we'll go through it again on Monday, we'll have a look at it, and then we'll see who's fit and ready for Barnet next Saturday.
And you have got the week until Barnet, haven't you? Is it beneficial to have that time to spend on the training pitch? I guess the instinct would be you'd want to play on Tuesday and try and get 3 points, but...
Yeah, because you're hurting a bit, because you just lost that game of football. But at the same time, you know the reasons why. So, as I said, they're good at what they do. It is good to have a week now where we can go through things as a team, as individuals, and sit down, and then you move on halfway through the week with a plan for Barnet.